What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron here. It is Tuesday the 8th of April, and guess what we're talking about today? We know. Yes, that's right. We're talking about all things DeFi and AI agents, guys, on this channel. But before we get into that, we're going to be talking about the wider crypto market, guys. So what happened yesterday? Well, you all know what happened yesterday. It was Black Monday, and it was a very, very, very dark day for crypto, guys. Bitcoin dropped under $80,000 and it was rough. Ethereum, the second largest market cap in crypto, had dropped by 20% in one day, just like your normal average shitcoin, guys. It was a awful day in the markets, guys, and let's hope that we see better days than that. And late last night, there was a huge rally in the markets, guys. A huge rally, like a train, okay? But it was $2 trillion, to be precise, coming into the market at the click of a finger, and guess what it was? It was fake news. Donald Trump's favorite fake news, guys, showing that the market is ready to ape. So what does this show us? It shows us that there's trillions of dollars on the sidelines waiting to pile into the market as soon as some positive news is ready to be shared about the tariffs, okay? So what actually caused this $2 trillion to enter the market? Well, it was some fake news on X saying that Trump is considering a 90-day pause in tariffs for all countries except China. And the markets came back like a train. And it was interesting, right? Because not only does it show us that, wow, the crypto market really is completely tied to traditional markets and politics. Like, it can't even be denied now. It's completely gripped by it. And two, maybe the world is ready to accept that China not being involved in the tariff delay, the tariff pause, is still net positive. Does that give Donald Trump and his team more confidence to keep going with these tariff negotiations? Because they know as soon as they say, green light, we're good to go, we have the rates that we want, the markets will roar back anyway. I think it has emboldened them for sure, but it's also emboldened us as the crypto investors, because we now know there's loads of money on the sidelines just waiting to race and go ahead. That is good to see. It is good, because if nothing happened and that fake news came out, I mean, this was on CNBC, guys, this was on Reuters. Like, they picked up on it. I was thinking, gosh, if we were all like your average Joe was using a DeFi agent last night, and we saw Reuters and CNBC report on the pause of tariffs, and then our DeFi agents then suddenly started going super long and making trades as if the market was pumping, which it did, but it was a fake out, then we would all have got wrecked, like millions and millions of us that were using DeFi agents. So the back of my mind, it did make me think, that could be a bit worrying. Like, we definitely need to have some safeguards in place to stop DeFi agents completely wrecking every single person in the public that's using them. How our DeFi agents deal with fake news is definitely an interesting topic to explore. Goes into my thesis that I spoke to you about yesterday, that Donald Trump is doing this for short-term pain and then for long-term gain, obviously, for the American economy and the global economy as a whole. Okay, guys, let's dive into the markets and let's see what happened to the price action of the last 24 hours, shall we? So look, jumping in here, as you can see, guys, it's actually net green for the 24 hours, which is good. As we can see, the majority of the coins that did the best were layer ones in the last 24 hours. So Solana up 9%, Cardano up 8.3%. We also saw Sui up 10.9%, Hedera up 19%. So it was majorly the big L1s that saw big gains, guys. Okay, there was also Hyperliquid as well, up 20%. And so, yeah, Chrono's also 8.7%, etc., guys. So it's good. As you can see here, we've seen a bounce back, or a reversal, but in the last hour or so, as you can see here, we seem to be trending back down again. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, guys. Obviously, Donald Trump did announce the more tariffs to China today. If they did not remove the tariffs to the US, then he was going to put an additional 50% tariffs on China, which would actually make the total percentage of tariffs on China 104%. 104%. What is that going to do to the markets, guys? Is China going to retaliate again and put more tariffs on the US? When is this going to stop? Is this just going to keep going? And then how is the market going to react? I tell you what, it's probably most likely not going to react very well, okay, given what we've seen here. So that's one to watch, guys. One to keep an eye on the news today once the US wakes up. Let's dive into DeFi, guys. Let's see if it's any better over here. Look, as we can see, hey, Anon has bounced back with a 16.4% recovery in the last 24 hours, which is expected, to be honest, considering the amount of community appeal that project has, and it's still just over $3. It's still obviously a crazy price, if you ask me, in terms of it being very, very affordable right now. If you have spare stables, which is a very big if, and if you do, congratulations. We also see Bankercoin is back 28.8% up today, a very nice reversal, although the last hour it's a massive dump here at 8.6%, but still up 28% on the daily, which is good to see. Obviously, Bank have a fantastic project, and they've got a lot of support all over X, all from lots of different KOLs and the whole base ecosystem. So congratulations to Banker with that nice reversal. Because we see Swarm Node here up 20% today. Again, another project which has a massive community in the DeFi space, guys. And as we continue to go down, as you can see, there's a few more outliers here. Layer AI as well, up 29.5%. Big push. Again, big community. Okay, guys, let's dive into AI agents and see what is going on over here, guys. Okay, so look, as you can see here, we've got AI 16Z up 8.9% on the daily, which is nice to see a good clean reversal from the one of the biggest open source frameworks. But like I said, the last hour or so has been pretty bearish for some of these projects. So let's see if these gains actually decide to hold. And further down here, we have Ori Chain up 17.7%, as well as Heianon up 16.4%. So there's some significant double-digit rises here in the market, guys. Based AI also up 24.1%, as we already spoke about Banker as well. We've got Singularity here up 46.9% in the last 24 hours and 47% up this week. Very, very good to see, guys. So the AI agent space actually seems a little bit more positive than the DeFi area, especially in terms of how big some of these comebacks are. OpenServe 33.3% gain by Virtual 17.6%. This is actually what we want to see, guys, to be honest with you. Now, I'm not predicting any great reversals, obviously, during this tariffs time, but it is obviously interesting to see which projects reverse back quickest and which, basically which projects have the most confidence from the market, from the community to actually buy in during these peak times, guys. So, look, that's all we've got time for the markets, guys. Let's get into the news. Okay, guys, before we dive into all the crypto and AI news, firstly, I have some news from the Web 2 space, just in case you're really worried that your AI agent, AI coins, and DeFi coins are really down bad and you're thinking of selling and it's a fad. Well, stop right there because I've got some news for you. So here we have a leaked memo from the CEO of Shopify, okay? And what does this say? Well, the CEO of Shopify wants to go all in with AI. Okay, so you're probably saying, why are you saying this on a Web3 channel? Because it's still very relevant. It still shows you that the whole of Web2 is going all in on AI. And those AI agents and those swarms of AIs generating autonomous businesses within businesses, guys, are all going to need crypto to transact. They're going to need crypto payment rails, okay? So how many customers does Shopify have? I don't even know. I'm guessing it's in the millions, maybe even the tens of millions, okay? Now, think about that for a moment. And let's actually see what Toby Lutke actually said, the CEO of Shopify. So he actually said it's now a baseline expectation at Shopify that employees are using AI, okay? So here we go. What this means, using AI effectively is now a fundamental expectation of everyone at Shopify. Simple as that. If you're not climbing, you're sliding, okay? So he is basically saying that everyone needs to use AI, and if you're not, you're in trouble. And let's keep going further down here. It says, we will add AI usage questions to our performance and peer review questionnaire. So you're going to have to explain during your review of your work each year how are you using AI, and basically if you want to hire somebody else for your team, you have to explain why AI can't do that. I love this really from Shopify because this guy is obviously switched on and knows what's coming with AI, and I think this is fantastic to see. So look, this is just one company, Shopify. This has gone viral, by the way, 1.3 million views on X. This is only going to be replicated by other companies across the world over and over and over until AI completely eats the world. So for now, he's looking for basically employees that know how to prompt AI in the best possible manner to get the best possible results. Obviously, that's the next step. The next step after that, of course, is that AI will just eventually take over pretty much entirely, apart from like the leadership teams and the senior level people in the Shopify themselves. But for now, a huge company like Shopify is going all in on AI, guys, and that is obviously bullish. Bullish for our industry, bullish for the intersection of crypto and AI. Now, let's get into the Web3 crypto AI news. All right, for regular viewers of the channel, you will know that Vader's 2 EAOs so far have really outperformed the market. Okay, so they've done around 7 to 11x, okay, with the most famous being Billy Bets. And so the next EAO has been announced to much excitement, and that is Wake Hacker AI. Okay, so basically, what is Wake Hacker AI? So Wake Hacker is an autonomous agent that analyzes smart contract security 24/7, catching threats before hackers do. So powered by Wake Hack's framework auditing engine, Wake Hacker operates on-chain, responds to public requests, transforms security into community accessible utility. And basically, what I like about this, well, one, obviously, it keeps us safe, and two, they've already found vulnerabilities on Lido and Axelar. And what they actually do, guys, by consistently, autonomously, basically scanning live Ethereum smart contracts, they then actually tag the project on Twitter if they found a vulnerability and tell them. So it's basically like a white hacking AI agent, I guess. So as you can see here, guys, the EAO date is on April the 16th, so it gives you about 8 days to get your Vader and virtuals ready, guys, 2 p.m. UTC. And just to remind you guys, to get access to this, you have to stake Vader, okay? You have to stake Vader, but then you actually provide virtuals on the day that they collect the funds. So as you can see over here, we're now on the Vader AI website, and you can see that the raise here is 73,001 virtual. 73,001 virtual, but okay. And all the details here are of the raise, guys. We'll be keeping a close eye on this because it has literally outperformed the market, all EAOs so far, guys. So look, guys, Vader has done very well for its community so far, and also, don't forget, they also gave the VVV Venice airdrop to Vader stakers recently, even after the official Venice airdrop claim had finished. So I expect to see good things, guys. Not financial advice, of course. Don't ape into this. I'm just letting you guys know that what is coming next. What is coming next with Vader? It is Wake Hacker AI, the AI auditor for the vibe coding era, guys. Cool. Let's move on to the next story. Okay, guys. Now, the Hive has been outperforming the market, as we've seen recently. They've been having double-digit gains while everything else is dumping. So you might be thinking, well, why is that? Well, today they have a big announcement that they have actually announced the integration of Binance Chain onto Hive AI. So let's not forget, Hive AI actually won the Solana AI hackathon and was one of the winners there. Now they've decided to integrate a new chain, Binance Chain. Now we know Binance Chain is making a massive push into the AI agent and DeFi realm. So it's not surprising to me to see the likes of Hollowworld and the likes of Hive now obviously migrate to BNB chain. Okay, so what are they doing? They're bringing the same seamless experience, real-time data, token analysis, liquidity insights, effortless swaps. And on yesterday's channel, we also had CZ and Yeezy Labs, formerly Binance Labs, asking for projects to get in touch with them that are building these kind of autonomous X agent that can impersonate you on X to a very, very high level. So yeah, look guys, BNB chain doubling down their position in the AI agent realm, and they've got a really promising project here in Hive that have now obviously basically launched on Binance chain, and so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, guys. So this might have some impact on the price for the recent price activity that has been very, very baffling, to be honest with you. But congratulations to Hive. It's great to see them still, basically shipping and still, coming out with new announcements, because obviously the market has been extremely tough, and these DeFi and AI abstraction layers have had a difficult time. But hey, look, congratulations to the Hive, and we'll keep an eye on their progress. Okay guys, now sticking with Binance-backed projects, we have Binance Labs-backed project here, Velvet Capital, okay, a DeFi trading and portfolio management OS for people, projects, and agents, okay? Now we haven't actually spoken about Velvet Capital before on the channel, but considering that the market is the way it is, I think it's always good to try out new things, especially when they've got new products that have just been shipped. So as we can see here, today they are launching the beta for their new DeFi trading and portfolio management OS with the VU Virtuals Copilot on the app, okay guys? So as you can see here, you can get alpha, find trending tokens, analyze tokenomics, on-chain metrics, get price predictions with in-house built statistical models. So to use this Copilot, guys, you'll be needing 420,000 VU in your wallet. Now, I know that sounds expensive, but actually I did the math. It's only about $160 or so. So it's not like crazy, depending on where you are in the world, of course, but...
Well, I am poor.
$160 is a lot cheaper than using the likes of AI XBT's terminal, which is obviously well into the thousands, tens of thousands. So look guys, yeah, do check out Velvet Capital. I haven't done a huge amount of research on Velvet Capital itself yet, because I'm just diving into the system myself, but look, it's cool they have something ready to go, and obviously they're backed by Binance Labs, so they must be legit. So I will be trying out Velvet Capital here. $160 is, I think, worth it to try to find that alpha. Alright guys, that's all we've got time for today. That's a wrap for another daily dose of DeFi and AI agents, guys. I hope you've been enjoying the content. If you have, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. I am here right now in Paris for Paris Blockchain Week, and I'm really looking forward to a whole week of events. So if you're here, feel free to drop me a DM on X. It'd be great to meet you guys. Otherwise, I'll see you again back here tomorrow.